Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13, and we paint together. He has autism. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings. We started out using a hand over hand method, and we still kind of do that, but he does a lot of the background movements with him by himself, and then we kind of go back and smooth out the edges and everything together. So he has come a long way. So I'm very proud of him and all that he is accomplishing. So, day a million of me redoing my painting area. I am closer to getting it done. Today I had breast cancer, and so I'm on maintenance infusions. I had my surgery a few months ago, and then first I had chemo, then I had the surgery, then I had radiation, and now I am on the maintenance infusions, is basically what it's called. So they are every 3 weeks, and my first one was a little bit longer. It was about 4+ hours, and now there will be a couple, I think, that are longer because of blood work and different things like that, but these are generally going to be around 2.5 hours by the time they finish everything and do all the stuff. So I had that today, so I didn't quite get as much done on my area, and I went to move my lights and I unplugged the plug by accident. I didn't pull on the light, I pulled on my chair, and it pulled the light out of the light socket, the electrical socket out of the wall. But it's behind where I have to plug it in, is behind the desk, and I have severe arthritis of my hip, and so me moving to get behind this desk at this present moment was not gonna happen. So I got my desk moved. It's in a disaster zone, but it's at least moved. And maybe tomorrow I'll have a little more time to get it actually moved into a settled into a better, my paint's back in order and everything. But I don't know if that's going to happen for several more days, because tomorrow I have an echogram in the morning, and then that usually takes around an hour or so. But by the time I go and come back, it's several hours. So then I have to pick up Owen from school, and after school to go to he has a dentist, a checkup, like a well check. They just check to make sure he's doing good with his teeth and everything, and he loves going to all of his doctor appointments. When he was very young, way before I even knew he had autism, I always wanted to make sure that he knew that doctors, nurses, therapists, anybody like that was there to help us, and that he could always, count on them to help us out. And I didn't want him to worry and, stress out about doctor's appointments and things like that. So I always tried to make sure that he knew that anytime we were going to something like that, that it was for his benefit, and not to be upset about him, and that type of thing. So he is constantly, like, he can't wait to go see his dentist tomorrow, so that she can count his teeth. And she is wonderful with him. She goes through and she'll give him the same type of mirror that she uses on his teeth, and like the tooth, it's not she doesn't give him the scraper, because that's the little pick thing, but I can't think what it's called. It's not the toothbrush, it's another thing that's soft that she uses, or doesn't hurt him, so she just makes sure that he's involved in all the aspects of it, and that's perfect for us, with him and everything. And so she's very kind and understanding with how everything is done for him. So it makes it that much better with everything that he does. So we have that. And then Thursday he goes to he goes to school, and then he goes to his occupational therapy and his physical therapy. And then after that, and I pray and I pray and I pray and I pray and I pray, he has a good day with that, because he's been having some rough moments with his therapy, some of his therapy. And after we go to his therapy, we're going to a rescue horse barn. I'm not sure what it's they take in horses that just need to be rehomed, and different things like that. But a while ago, a couple of weeks ago, they posted that kids were coming to read to the horses, and I showed Owen so that he could see it. And I said, "Do you want to go read to the horses?" And the first time I showed it to him, and I knew what his answer was going to be, was no. And then since then, he, like the next day, he started just saying, "Read to the horses, read to the horses." And then now he just randomly will say, "Read to the horses." And he didn't, I told him we were going to go soon, but I didn't tell him when we were going to go. And he came home today, and he was just full of information from not only the horse information, but just all kinds of things. And he just kept on going and going and going about how he was going to read to the horses, and then the horse was going to come in so it could eat lunch with him, and then it was going to come to his birthday party, which was, his birthday was in March, so he's not going to have another birthday party until next March. And it just, one thing after another, he was going to ride in a horse wagon. I mean, anything and ever. I can't even remember. I just kept writing it all down as he was going through it, because I couldn't keep up with all the things that he was saying. If you haven't checked out my website, it's sweetbabyo.com. I share our journey. I've been writing every day for years, so you can either read it on there. I've got more of the details, or if you're on Facebook, Sweet Baby O is where I share our story, our journey, and then Sweet Baby O Designs is where I share our artwork. So you can check out our stuff there. But I think that's all I'm going to do with this one today. So I got O for Owen, since he helps me do the backgrounds, and then L and P, and hopefully hopefully my head wasn't in